So after the man asked the boy that do he also like to watch bees, so the boy replied that I don't have time to watch the bees. He shook his head sadly. He said, that's what I do, I just watch. I can watch ants for days. Have you ever watched ants and scorpions and centipedes and congeries? Have you watched those? So here the meaning of scorpion is a poisonous insect. Centipede is a small creature with a long thin body and many legs. So the man asked, have you ever watched them? Because I just love watching them and I can watch them for days. The boy replied, no, I never watched them. Then the boy started asking questions about the man. The first question he asked him was that what you do, mister? That what does he do in order to survive? He got up and said, I am a poet. So the man replied that he is a poet. I said, a good poet. He said, the greatest in the world. What's your name, mister? B. Wordsworth. B for Bill. Then after he got the reply that he is a poet, the boy asked him that are you a good poet? He said, yes, I am a very good poet. In fact, I am the greatest poet in the world. He asked him his name, that what's your name? The poet replied that my name is B. Wordsworth. The boy asked, is that B for Bill? So the poet says, no, it's not for Bill. B stands for black. My name is Black Wordsworth. And White Wordsworth was my brother. We share one heart. I can watch a small flower like the morning glory and cry. Further on, he tells that White Wordsworth was my brother and we were sharing one heart. And as I'm a poet, I'm very sensitive and I can see a flower and cry. So the boy got confused and asked that why do you cry after seeing a flower? Why boy, why? You'll know when you grow up. You are a poet too, you know. And when you are a poet, you can cry for everything. I couldn't laugh. He said, you like your mother when she not beating me. So when the boy asked him the reason as to why he cried after seeing the flower, so he replied that don't ask me the reason as to why I cry, because you will get the answer when you will be grown up. As you are also a poet, I know, I can see that you are also a poet. And when a person is a poet, he or she can cry for anything or everything because they are highly sensitive. The boy was not able to laugh. Then the man asked the boy if he loves his mother or not. The boy replied that yes, I do love her, but only when she is not beating me. Otherwise, when she beats me, I don't like her. He pulled out a printed sheet from his hip pocket and said, on this paper is the greatest poem about mothers, and I am going to sell it to you at a bargain price for 4 cents. I went inside and I said, Ma, you want to buy a poetry for 4 cents? Now, after asking him whether he loves his mother or not, he tells the boy, after taking out a printed sheet from his hip pocket, and tells the boy that on this paper I have written a greatest poem about mothers, and if you are ready, if you want to purchase this poem from me, I will give you this poem at a bargain price of just 4 cents. If you want to buy, you can give me 4 cents, and in return I'll sell you this poem. So as the boy is quite a small boy, he went inside again to ask his mother and tells her that, Ma, do you really want to buy a poetry? The man is ready to sell it for 4 cents. My mother said, tell that blasted man to haul his tail away from my yard. You hear? I said to B. Wordsworth, my mother says she ain't have 4 cents. B. Wordsworth said, it is the poet's tragedy. And he put the paper back in his pocket. He didn't seem to mind. Here, blasted man means it's a term we usually use when we are very annoyed with someone. We are not happy with that person. So when the boy tells his mother that he is ready to sell a poetry for 4 cents, she gets angry and tells the boy that Just go and ask that man to go away from my yard. The boy went back to B. Wordsworth and tells him that my mother is not having money to buy your poem. B. Wordsworth said, "It's a poet's tragedy." He said, "Okay, no problem, it's my bad luck," and he, without minding, kept the paper back in his pocket. I said, "It's a funny way to go round selling poetry like that. Only Calypsonians do that sort of thing. A lot of people does buy." He said, "No one has yet bought a single copy." "But why you does keep on going round then?" He said, "In this way I watch many things and I always hope to meet poets." So the boy asked him that, why isn't it funny that you go all around like this selling your poems, and this is normally only done by Calypsonians. Calypsonians are the Caribbean singers. So he asked then that if you are going like this, then many people might be buying your poetry. The man replied, "No, till now no one has bought even a single copy of my poem." Then the boy asked, "If you are not able to sell the poetries, then why you always roam on like this, selling your poetries?" He said, "In this way, I get opportunity to watch many things and I also get an opportunity to meet poets." I said, "You really think I is a poet? You are as good as me," he said. And when B. Wordsworth left, I prayed I would see him again. About a week later, coming back from school one afternoon, I met him at the corner of Miguel Street. He said, "I have been waiting for you a long time." I said, "You sell any poetry yet?" He shook his head. Then the boy asked, "Do you really think I am a poet?" The man said, "Yes, you are a poet and you are as good as me." He started comparing the boy to him. Then he leaves, and after B. Wordsworth left, the boy started praying that he wants to meet that man again, because the meeting with that man was a really nice one. So he wants to meet that man again. So after about a week later, when he was returning from the school one afternoon, he saw and met him at the corner of Miguel Street. So he went to him and started conversing. He said, "I have been waiting for you a long time." I said, "You sell any poetry yet?" He shook his head. Then the man said to the boy that, "I was waiting for you since a long time. I knew you would be crossing this road, so I was waiting for you." The boy asked him, "Were you able to sell any poetry?" So he said, "No, I was not able to sell any poetry."